bring one hand to your heart and one hand to your belly. And take a moment to open up the hand over your heart and see if you can just sense and feel for the heartbeat underneath it. That everything that's alive is pulsing, vibrating. Whether it's the universe expanding and pulsing, or it's the seasons coming in and out, or it's the beating of our heart or the breathing of our breath, we too are in that creative pulsation of life. And into that mystery is what we want to start to just get curious about and notice what wants to come through you as you that nobody else can express. And so as you inhale the next time, slow down your breath, hear the breath at the back of your throat. Notice the hands move away from each other. As you exhale, sound the breath at the back of your throat. Let the hands fall towards each other. And just take 2 more breaths here, noticing the inhale. And the inhale is so. And the exhale is hum. Inhale, so. And exhale, hum. Inhale, so. And exhale, hum. Continuing with that, just letting the mind fall down into that simplicity. So, hum, I am. With every breath you take, you're affirming this embodiment. And then layering in your intention for a moment, just letting your mind dissolve around that word authenticity. So that every breath you take, you're turning the mind towards that as your body is already pulsing and moving that mantra of I am through you. We're just adding the mind and being specific. I am inhaling and exhaling. So hum. And just keep this at the back of the practice with every breath, still feeling and sensing for that gentle vibration of so hum. And then go ahead and release your hands down. Take one more breath here. Still feeling those 2 touch points of the hands on the body, even though your hands are resting. So, and hum. Open your eyes. And as you're ready, go ahead and grab your bolster. And you're going to lay it over off to the side here. And you're going to sit over on your left hip. your left side waist is going to come over the bolster. And you'll bring your hand underneath your head. You're just going to hang out here for a second. Make sure that you're comfortable on the sides of the waist and take an inhale. And as you exhale, try to let your body relax over the bolster. And then option one, you can stay right here, or you can let the head rest down by removing the arm from underneath you. The next option is the right arm can come overhead as well, and your right hand can meet your left. And if that's too much on the shoulder or anything else, you can always just bring the hand back to the bolster. And then you'll notice a lot of times the body wants to either roll towards the belly button or it wants to roll to the back of the body. And I want you just to lay right on that side body the best you can. And then the last option is to work the legs towards straight if you like. But restorative yoga is actually learning to embrace the power of gentleness. So learning to do a little less and understand that there's value in it. And so finding something that you can stay with, and then once you find a place that you can be still, come back to your breath. Inhale, so. Exhale, hum. And just mentally reciting your intention. Inhale, so. As you exhale, hear the sound at the back of your throat, hum. Inhale, so. And exhale, hum, just draping over the bolster, melting tension. Inhale, so. And exhale, hum. We'll be here for just a couple more breaths, fully indulging in the stillness and softening and letting gravity take you. And just receiving without needing to do anything, give anything, be anything. You just get to be here breathing, affirming every breath, I am. So hum. Inhaling, so. Exhaling, hum. Inhale, so. And exhale, hum. Start by bending your knees slightly and pulling the knees up into the belly. Still stay with your breath, though. Stay with that mantra. And then take your right hand and place it on the bolster. And then bring your left hand underneath your head. And just rest there for a moment. Inhale, so. And exhale, hum. Inhale, so. And exhale, hum. Good. And then from here, you'll just sit yourself up for a moment, right where you're at, and sit comfortably. Notice the difference between the left and the right side of your body. Just if you drew a line right down the center of you, what's different on the left? What are the textures, the sensations, the subtleties, warm, tingly, soft, heavy, light. And then you drop down into that experience with full presence. And then notice your breath again. Inhale so deep in the breath slightly. Notice even in that left lung if it feels a little different for the air to come in, and exhale, hum. Inhale so. And exhale, hum. And then go ahead and open your eyes. And we're going to move into the second side. I'm going to move my bolster just so I can still face you, but you can stay where you are. Sit over on your right hip. Bend the knees. And we'll bring the right side of the waist onto the bolster. And that right hand comes underneath the head. Take a moment and just notice, as you know, the liver is over here. It's a larger organ. Notice if you can kind of sense and feel maybe any different densities on the side of the body, and allow the bolster to support you without needing to hold yourself up here. You're just leaning in and resting over. And then that same progression, any of these are places you can stay right here, or right arm can come down, can drop the head. Left arm can come overhead. If you want to, you could straighten the legs a little or a lot, or keep them where they are. And then stay true on that side seam of the body, that you're not falling anterior, posterior, just right on that side seam, that place right in between. And then see if you can let the body drape over the bolster. Let the brain drop down to the right side of the skull. Let your right eyeball get heavy. Your right jaw softens. And notice what's here. Notice what's available. But a lot of times when we're operating in our lives, the daily life, there's so much of ourselves that we have to tuck away. And that's even in the body. So can you feel into the left lung? Can you feel into the outer hips and let the breath come in, and just exploring all of these parts and places that sometimes have to be hidden or pushed aside or set on the back burner. And that we make time to explore parts of ourselves that we don't get to always fully share or show, because life is life. Because life has demands and needs and requirements, and we learn to show up in meaningful ways. And we willingly take on these roles, but we also willingly step back and continue to welcome and invite those other parts of ourselves into existence. Take one more breath here. Slowly filling up. So, and exhaling, hum. Bring your left arm by your side. So, put the left hand on the bolster, hum. And then put your right hand underneath your head. So, and pull your knees in towards your belly. Hum. And just take a moment. So, letting everything else fall away that's outside of that simple vibration. Hum. So, softening right into this moment. Hum. Press down into your left hand. When you're ready, you're going to come up to sitting. Again, sit cross-legged or comfortably. You can even sit on your bolster if you like. And as you take pressure off the right side of the body, just feel life returning in circulation, and then go in and notice what temperatures, what textures can you pick up and sense inside. Come back to your mantra. So filling up and exhale, hum, rinsing out. So and hum. And then blink your eyes open. You're going to turn and face your bolster, and we're going to bring our forearms to the bolster. This is called Sphinx pose. So you'll come onto your belly. If the bolster is too high, you can move it out of the way and just bring your forearms onto the mat instead. So interlace the fingers, walk your hips back a little bit so you can feel the front of the pelvis flat on the floor. And then you'll press into the elbows. Inhale, lift the head up. And then as you exhale, draw the chin back, tuck the chin in, push into your elbows, and widen your upper back. You might even feel your pubic bone get a little lighter. And then inhale, soften all of that back down. Feel the pubic bone get heavy, turn the chest up. This is like cat-cow here. And exhale, tuck the chin, round the spine, push into your elbows, widen the upper back. And now keep that and move on the breath. Inhale, so. And exhale, hum. Inhale, so. Just slow, thoughtful, inquisitive movement. Exhale, hum. Good, one more round. So. And exhale, hum. And then come back to neutral, come back to the place that you began. Draw the top of the throat back. And we're just going to turn the head over to the right. Don't turn the shoulders, just turn the chin to the right. And then with your right eyeball, I want you to look back as far as you can to the right and see what you can see behind yourself. And then soften your glutes. Keep the hips heavy, the bum is soft. And then just keep looking. What can you see out of the corner of that right eye? Keep drawing the top of the throat back. Notice the breath. So keep looking with that eye and picking up whatever you can see back there. Hum. You might notice a yawn or a sigh come in. This is a way to reset the vagus nerve. And then come back to center. Inhale. Top of the throat back. And then we'll take the chin slowly over to the left. Don't turn the shoulders. Keep the hips relaxed. The glutes are soft. And then as you turn the head to the left, just see with the left eyeball, see what you can see as far back. Keep relaxing the legs, the hips. Inhale, so. And exhale, hum. Good. Keep reaching with your vision through that corner of the left eye. Take one more breath. So. And hum. Come back to center slowly. So. And exhale, hum. Good. You'll push into your elbows, lift your hips up, and you can walk the hands underneath you. And then you're going to take your bolster. We're going to place it right across the low belly. And what I want you to think about is this is going to fill in your lumbar spine when you lay over it. So bring the bolster here. And you'll just let the belly come down. Let your head come down, and you can support your head with your hands stacked, or you can turn one cheek to the floor and let your arms come out to the side. You might have to kind of wiggle and arrange yourself so that it feels supportive, but I'd like your belly to push into the bolster when you inhale. And when you do that, it fills up the back of the body. And as you exhale, you're just softening over the bolster. Inhale, so I am. And exhale, hum. So. And hum. Part of this human experience and this human journey is about taking on roles and responsibilities and walking through life in ways that actually constrict us, that limit us. Our bodies themselves actually limit us. We have a limited amount of time on this planet. We have a limited amount of places that we can be at one time. There's limitations encoded in the human experience. But inside of the limitations, we also house this unlimited, mysterious energy. It's the same energy that pulses the ocean, that expands the universe, that beats our heart, that all of that's the same. And every time you breathe in, that pulsation is saying, I am. I am. And it's living in and through you, and you get to express it in only the way that you can. And so forming your thoughts around what does it mean to be authentic is a really beautiful way to be curious, to be intentional, and to set up a framework of your life that resonates with some of the deepest longing that you have in this really limited but beautiful human experience. Inhale, so. Exhale, hum. So, belly pushes into the bolster. And as you exhale, hum, your brain and your spinal cord get closer to the floor. That you relax that much. Inhale, belly to bolster. So, exhale, brain and spinal cord soften, hum. So, and hum. Take one more breath here, really soaking in the presence. So, hearing that vibration in the back of the throat, hum. And then start to work your way back up. You can start by bringing your elbows underneath you, but we're staying inside of that rhythm of the breath. And then when it feels right, we'll move back to child's pose. You can walk your hands underneath you, lift up. You can move your bolster off to the side. And then slide your hips back to your heels and rest your forehead. And let it be simple. Just let yourself be here for 3 more breaths. Nothing else but that mantra. Inhale, hear the sound. So. And exhale, hear the sound, hum. So. And hum. So. And hum. And rock yourself up to tabletop. So. And slide your feet over to the side. You can sit on your bolster if you want. Sit cross-legged, and we'll finish where we began. One hand on your heart. One hand on your belly. Slowing down the breath and savoring the breath and just tuning into the sacred experience of being human. That rhythm and pulsation inside of you, that every breath, I am here. I'm here to express myself as authentically as possible. So, and hum. So, everything else outside of your skin can fall away. Hum. So, and hum. Take 2 more rounds on your own, just savoring the simplicity of this. And then bring your hands together in front of your heart center. We hold the energy of the heart between our hands when we bring this gesture together. It's the mysterious parts of ourselves. It's the unseen parts, but the parts that deserve exploration and attendance. And we offer a bow into our practice, into the things that give us access to more parts of ourselves. May we continue to study that and reveal it and be amazed by it. Thank you for your practice. We'll close by telling each other namaste.